What's going on, family? This one right here is a pretty heartfelt, made me a little angry, made me cringe. A cheating husband infected his wife with HIV and their three kids. This is part two, but I also will put part one in the description so you can go look at part one and part two. But she really got to the meat of the story here, so that's why I want to show this one right here. Men, if you are here and you're on this DL or you are here sleeping with multiple women unprotected, you're a scumbucket. Let me say that. And I don't care who get upset with me, but when I see a woman who was loyal, saying she was loyal, and she come with HIV, and then all three of your kids got HIV, and the child she's carrying, possibly her fourth child, possibly gonna have HIV. Yeah, you need to be kicked in the groins 1,000 times and thrown over in the ocean. I'm just being honest with you. I know people are like, oh man, that's harmful. You talking violence? Nah, man, I just don't like when people mistreat people, lie to people, and mislead people. And now she got her and these kids got something that they can't live a full and productive life. Well, they could, but they're gonna have to alter it, especially these kids, man. But let's get into it, man. Let's hear a story, and then I come back and give my commentary as usual.
This is part two of I am HIV positive, and how I got it will shock you. So anyway, my husband refused that he's not going to go. So I take my three children to go test. We get to the clinic, they did the test, and it came out that all three children are HIV positive. I'm even more gobsmacked. I'm even like screaming and shouting and thinking, what in the world is going on? I'm thinking maybe during the birth processing, something, maybe the instrument weren't sterilized. I'm like in denial. I'm thinking this is not right because I have been loyal. So how have I caught it? So I'm in shock. I'm sitting there, stuff running through my mind, my brain. I'm going crazy. I'm going insane about this whole situation because I'm trying to figure out how on earth have I got HIV and my three other children have got it as well. So the doctor said, listen, you need to bring your husband in. I explained to him that, listen, I've tried, and he's saying that there's no need for him to do because he's been faithful and loyal. And I said to him that, yeah, but since I've got it, maybe you've gotten it too. He said no. The doctors then said, don't worry, we will contact him. So they contacted my husband, and eventually he said, yes, I will go. We go to the appointment. One of the nurses recognized him. So he tried to pretend. And then the lady then asked, are you still taking your medication? So I said, dear, medication is this nurse talking about? So he sat there looking confused and doesn't know what to do. So the nurse said that you need to do. And I said, okay, what are you talking about? I asked the nurse. And the nurse is like trying to then tell me, and he stopped the nurse, broke down into tears and told me that I'm really sorry. I've been cheating on you with so many different women, and I ended up catching HIV. I got tested and I found out 6 years ago, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you. I've been on the medication all this time, and I didn't think that you would end up catching it. So I'm sat there thinking, how could you be so selfish? You ingrid, you he-goat, you moped. How could you, keep this as a secret to yourself, thinking that you can just hide it and I wouldn't contract it. Now, it's not just me. There's three of our children who've actually contracted it. There's also this unborn child that we're not even certain if that child is also going to contract it or not. And you're telling me that you were on the medication, hence the reason why you didn't think that you had to tell me, because you didn't think that we would end up catching it. So I'm gobsmacked, and I said, listen, I need to see for my own self. So I said the test needs to be done. Yes, you might say, but why? I need to actually see for myself. I went in and they did the test, and it came out he is positive. So the doctors are telling us that we can go on the ARV medication as well, and also to take necessary precautions and stuff. I'm thinking, what precautions? Because at the end of the day, we've all got it. So what precautions is there to then take? I actually has filed for divorce as we speak now. He's telling me that there's no need to go overboard because I've already got it now. So what difference does it make? So I might as well just stick with him. I'm sitting there thinking, so you're still selfish. You're actually still thinking about yourself and not even me and the children, what you have put in us through. Ladies, gentlemen, please be careful. HIV is real. It doesn't matter how you trust your partner, how long you've been with, and you think that they'll never do this thing to you. Please go for regular checkups. Please, For your own and your children's safety, go for regular checkups. I need your idea, your advice, your opinion. What would you do if that was you in my situation? Would you actually go ahead and divorce him like I am doing, or just stick it out? Because I'm actually angry. I'm upset that he's actually done this to us, and think that it's okay to still stay with him. Drop your opinions, your comments, your thoughts down in the comment section below. It is much appreciated. Thank you.
I would divorce him if I was her. I would probably put my hands on that individual, not only for me, but what you have done to our 3 children and possibly the 4th child. You were so selfish, and you didn't give our kids an opportunity at life, a healthy life. This man should be locked up. I'm sure he's in another country with her accent. But this is truly, truly devastating and truly sad that 3 other kids will have to disclose their medical records to a potential spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever the sex they are. And you've done this knowing you had HIV and been on medication for 6 years. 6 years, sir? And you feel like since I was on medication, I ain't gotta tell her because she shouldn't catch it. That was a bunch of BS. And then the nurse, then you didn't want to go down there and get censored because you know you already had it. You know what I mean? People already. So this is a selfish individual. Now she's saying, I want to divorce you. And he was like, you just might as well stay because you already got it. I probably would have lost it at that point. If I was in her shoes, or if it was me and I'm hearing this from my spouse, I would have probably lost it at this point because you're a selfish individual, bro. You're a selfish MF. And you have destroyed our lives for your selfishness and greediness. And I know people say, well, HIV, they got medications. You can go undetectable now. And man, it's still HIV. I don't care what you say. It's still HIV. And you have to let your partner know. You should let your partner know. But a lot of people out here don't. That's why I tell my kids, anytime you're out here, you know, they're grown now. So, you know, you're out here doing the grown folks things. You need to be asking these people, or hey, be upfront. Let me see your genitals. I'm being honest with you. Herpes, all that gonorrhea, smell. You need to be upfront, honest. I don't care. This is not the time to be playing with your life. I tell my kids that. And I always say it, and I always say if something ever happened to me and my wife, death or divorce or whatever, I pray that if death happened, we go together. Let me say that. But if something ever happened, I have to go out here and meet somebody at the clinic. So with that said, man, this is sad, and I wish this lady the best. I hope my sound will go out. I've seen pop-up saying my sound disconnects. So I hope y'all will still hear my sound. I wish this lady the best and her kids the best, and I hope she divorced Buddy and put him on blast. I hope there's some type of monetary gain for her for having to go through this for life, because her next, first of all, she'll have 4 children, and then her next partner have to know. But this lady probably end up being alone going forward due to this. Because don't seem like she's a young lady, but man, this is a sad story, man. How cheating altered the lives of 4 people and possibly 5. The wife, 3 kids, and possibly the 4th unborn child. So with that said, man, I'm Abrew Yashar'el. The link of this story is in the description. You can go back and look at part 1. This is part 2, where she got into the nitty-gritty of it. And tell me what you think, man. Leave it in the comments, man. Or go to her channel, leave it in the comments. But with that said, man, I'm Abrew Yashar'el. Peace and shalom, everybody.